Hey, everybody. So, messages from within. So, this morning I saw a post by someone saying that we spend more time pleasing the outer world. And the example was, we go and buy an outfit, we try it on, we make sure that it fits well. And are we really doing it for ourselves, or are we doing it for the outside world? And does sexism play a role in that, etc.? And so I thought about it. I thought, yeah, I mean, you're going to go to, a black tie, you want to look nice. You want to look super nice, right? Because everyone is in the dress up. You don't want to dress down for that. You want to dress up for that. If you're going to work out, sometimes you're okay in ratty clothes and sometimes you're okay in a little nicer outfit. But let's go to how you feel. When you put on an outfit that just fits you amazingly, the price is right, everything is amazing. Tap into how that feels. And then it doesn't matter if anyone's complimenting you or not complimenting you, or raving or not raving. It's how you feel about yourself. Now, I call that coming into your own. Now, I grew up with sisters who were a little critical. So they love to come and refluff your hair and, get your necklace turned around and, pat you all down, make sure everything's just right. And in some ways, you could look at that as having a critical eye, right? Like it's not good enough, they need to fix you. And sometimes you can look at it like they're being mama bear. So it really just depends on how you're internalizing the outside energies coming towards you. All right. So for me, I've taken a very long time to understand that the only approval rating I'm concerned about is my own approval rating. And my approval rating is based on being heart-centered and how do I feel about myself in this moment. And that I don't take any of myself that isn't feeling very good about me out about into the public. I work on adjusting that energy field so that I can process it, but then I'm also not causing harm by taking that crap elsewhere. All right. So I don't want to put myself in a position where people need to feel like they've got to come up and compliment me or fix something on me or make a remark of any kind, good, bad, or indifferent. I try not to label, but you know what I'm saying. So the key here is, what's your own approval rating? And can you hang on to that? Can you keep that stable and steady no matter where you're going? But remember, if you're feeling discontent or that you don't feel good about yourself, it doesn't matter what $1 million outfit you're putting on you, because it really is about how you feel. And it's some of the things I've taught for many, many years with clients, friends, etc. is, okay, the person you cared about the most said you look great. Does that mean you look great? The person you cared about the most said, you're not looking so great. How does all that affect you? But when you're feeling really aligned within yourself, those opinions, judgments, and perceptions are theirs. And can you allow them to just be theirs? Do you need to respond to them? Do you need to react to them? Do you need to take on how they're feeling onto how you're feeling? So that's when you really learn to connect with the breath of your own divine antenna to the prime source creator of all that is, that you are. So what you put on to wear, how you feel about yourself, topics you talk about, belief systems that you hold, whatever it is, you don't need to solicit and sell it to anybody, and nor do they need to solicit and sell to you. So you can just be like, hey, that's your thought, your perception, your judgment, whatever, opinions. And I'm okay with me. I'm okay with me. All right. So that's a little something to think about. Now, the other thing that came up was this half full glass. Is my glass half full? Is my glass half empty? Now, let me just tell you my philosophy on that I've had for many decades. My response would be, well, it depends. Did I fill the glass all the way up to the top and drink it halfway down? And in that case, I look at the glass as half empty because I've enjoyed the top half and there's half left. Did the glass get poured halfway? And therefore it's half full because half the glass was filled? I don't go with this half full, half empty philosophy. I just don't. I create my own philosophy based on the reality of which I live that makes sense. So don't fall into these stereotyping, are you a glass half full kind of girl? Are you? Well, it depends. I mean, was it filled halfway or was it filled all the way up and I drank it halfway down? I mean, what do we mean by that? So that's my smart assness, but it's true. It's just like, it makes no sense to me. It just makes no sense. So grab a hold of your own approval ratings. Stay in that present moment and decide who you are, what you are, how you feel before taking it out amongst others. And then make it your lesson, your barometer, right? So it's your teeter-totter. You've heard me say that in other things. You're teeter-tottering on, or some would call it a seesaw. How do I stay balanced? How do my scales, myself, stay balanced? Am I tipping upward towards higher vibration? Am I tipping a little bit down towards lower vibrations? And then how do I feel in the lower? How do I feel in the upper? Which vibration works well for this particular moment? There's no good, bad, or indifferent if you choose to label it. How much high vibrations do you want to be when you're at a funeral? No, you want to maintain, be the fulcrum, be in balance, feel the feelings around you of the person who has transcended, whatever your relationship with them and whatever your relationship with those who are still behind, right? You don't want to go in there zinging off the walls, okay? So vibration is just vibration. It's like notes on a piano or notes on a guitar. There's places for the low and the high and the medium notes. They all blend together in this beautiful symphony, this beautiful orchestra, this beautiful harmony. And so look at that as the vibrations that are vibrating through you, to you, and out of you. And then, because each of your organs have their own rhythm, by the way, they have their own rhythm and their own vibration. And so the point of all of this is be your own barometer, be your own approval ratings. Don't ask others, does this look good? How do I look? What do you think? Or, should I feel this way? Should I feel that way? Step back into your present moment and ask yourself those questions. Maybe pour a whole glass of water and drink half of it and really look at that glass and ask yourself, is that glass half full or is that glass half empty? And what's the point of a full glass every time anyway? I always got myself in trouble because I hosted a lot of social parties, a lot. And I belonged on social committees, okay, here in the DC area. So there were people from all different walks of money and bloodlines and stature. And I was always the hostess that needed to top everybody off. I needed to keep everyone's glasses full so that everyone was having a good time. I don't care what the drink was. It could be their plate. I'm talking in metaphor here. I'm going to make sure that I could scan the room and see whose conversations needed to be interrupted, whose conversations needed to be a little bit stimulated, who needed another glass, who needed a little bit more food, who needed this. And that's what a hostess does. She really just scans the room to make sure that everybody's enjoying, especially when you're hosting the party, right? And then sometimes I would get accused of, you got me drunk last night. I'm like, I what? Well, you poured my glass like 3 times. Here's my response. Did I tell you to drink it? Did I force you to drink it? Could you have put your hand over your glass and said, I'm good? I overate because you just kept putting food on my plate. You kept exchanging my plate. My jaws are tired because you kept coming up and going into conversation or changing my conversation up. And do you see what I'm saying with this? Take responsibility for yourself. Don't play the blame game, the victim game to anything. Learn to step up and be yourself and to stick by how you feel. And if you stop, drop, sit, and connect with that breath more often, your responses may be silence because you're just observing and feeling the energy and allowing everyone else to just bob and weave within their energy fields. So set your dial. Set your dial. Be in that dial. Be in that approval rating, be that barometer for your up, down, sideways, over, out. Be in charge of you because it's you that matters, all right? Because when you feel good, you're going to emanate amazing energy. So much love and light to each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, and share. See you on the next video.